I'm Ryan Presby. I'm the general manager here at the Mount Washington COG Railway. I started here in 2002. The COG Railway is a mountain climbing train. It climbs from the base of Mount Washington at about 2,700 feet in elevation to the summit at 6,288 feet in elevation. So it's a rack railway. There's only 2 in North America and several overseas in Switzerland and so on. This is the first rack railway that was built, the first mountain climbing train. We're open year-round, summer and winter. And during the wintertime, we go about a third of the way up the mountain to what we call Wambeck Station, where you can roast a hot dog or marshmallow over an open fire. During the summer, we go all the way to the summit of Mount Washington, home of the world's worst weather, and home of the Mount Washington State Park. And from there, you can potentially see the ocean on the other side of Portland, Maine. It's my earliest memories of the COG Railway coming up with family members to visit, to go ride the train to the top, to smell the coal-fired steam locomotives as they were sitting down here burning a fire, and then listening to the chugging on the way up the mountain. You can feel the cinders falling in your hair as you're taking that trip, and it really brings back some of that unique old-timey perspective of how people got around. Not so much for us, but it's an added reason to go to the top. You get to see the Mount Washington Observatory and visit the Mount Washington State Park. You can take in those views. Obviously, you get a beautiful train ride on the way up. It's all narrated, and we get to learn the history about the Mount Washington COG Railway and Mount Washington. The weather in New England is very unique. As Mark Twain once said, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. So at the summit, you can get beautiful views all the way to Portland, Maine. You can see the ocean. On the other hand, you can also get the fun experience of being inside of a cloud and feel that moisture content of being in a cloud. It's probably something pretty unique that you haven't felt before. So the Mount Washington COG Railway started construction in 1866. It was finished in 1869. It took 3 years to build the railway to the summit. Yeah, so fall season is our busiest time of year. And obviously because we get fall foliage, so you get the beautiful colors of the leaves, you get the oranges and the reds during peak foliage season, and you can really enjoy those views looking down on them from on top of the mountain. So back in the 1850s, Sylvester Marsh, who was the inventor and founder of the COG Railway, hiked to the summit and got lost in a storm and actually barely made it there with his life. And he decided that's no way to get to the top of Mount Washington. He decided he was going to build a railway to get there.